Sup guys, and welcome back to my garage. My name is Nick. I'm a full-time reseller in the UK, predominantly selling men's clothing and some other bits and bobs too. In today's video, I'm going to go through my weekend orders. We have 28 orders going out, which is pretty good for me. I'm pretty happy with that. I list 8 to 10 a day on eBay, Vinted and Depop. So let's get into it. Hopefully you can learn some brands along the way. I enjoy watching videos like this, and it really helps me to understand what people are buying and what brands to look out for. Alrighty, so we're going to get into the eBay orders first. We have 20 going out, which for me is pretty good. eBay seems to be kind of my secondary platform at the moment, and Vinted is normally the one that gets the most sales over a weekend especially. I do believe Vinted, there's a little bit of saturation going on there. Vinted Pros has come out. The amount of clothing getting uploaded every day is insane. So I'm seeing decreased amount of sales. In my opinion, I could be completely wrong, but I have definitely seen a notice since Vinted Pro has come out. But yeah, let's get into the eBay orders. So first up, we have a Kipling bag, and I have it here because I just did measurements for a lady. So this is a nice Kipling bag. See the logo there, and it has a monkey inside. That went for £19 plus postage. I have had this for about 6 months, so I wanted to get rid of it. So yeah, took an offer of £19, pretty happy with that. But yeah, if you can get these, you know, £5-6, something like that, they do pretty well for me. £20 to £25 pretty much. And the older ones, the vintage ones, rucksacks as well, they do very well. So yeah, a good brand to look out for. Next up, Loafers jumper 666. The devil's knocking at my door, as Teddy Swim says. Basic Loafers jumper. Again, had this for a while, and I think it had a mark on the back, so this went for £8. But Loafers jumpers go for about 18 to 25, depending on the style and material, of course. All right, next up we have an Ed Hardy hat, 1361. Alrighty, so Ed Hardy hat, Y2K I put in the title. That went for £19. Got that from a car boot, I think, for a couple of quid. So yeah, I'm sure a teenager or a younger person will probably have bought that. Next up, we have a hoodie, 918. This is a really cool hoodie. This is by Wild. Now, Wild do like massive graphic print t-shirts of animals, and this one was like a skull emo looking hoodie. Again, I had it for a while, so took an offer of £15. And one thing I should say, I'm taking a lot of offers. I want to get rid of my stock I've had over 6 months. I don't want that stuff hanging around. So yeah, just taking those offers, and you're far better off because then you can reinvest that money into buying something better. You've learnt your lesson. You've learnt that maybe that brand didn't do as well as you thought. And that's the game, isn't it, really? Next up, Ted Baker Chino, 1614. 1614. They went for £15, just standard chinos, nothing special. I do actually sell quite a lot of Ted Baker trousers, especially if they're like geometric style, nice kind of suit trousers. They go for £20 to £30, and I often send them to America. So that's interesting. So yeah, the brand itself does all right for certain things, of course. Right, I've had this for ages, so this is good to get rid of. 957 Weird Fish. Weird Fish. 957. Weird Fish, macaroni or waffle, standard. I've had that for a while, and it is a small size, and it had a mark on the back because I didn't check it once again. That went for £15 plus postage. Again, they normally go for 20, 25, depending on size, colour. But there are quite a few listed. So for me personally, the sell-through on those takes a bit longer nowadays. Right, Levi's number 1847. Try and do this as quick as I can so you guys don't get bored. 1847 Levi's corduroy trousers. They were performance ones, so they're really nice actually. They went for £29.99 plus postage as well. Again, I'm pretty sure most of you know the score with Levi's, especially if they're something different, such as corduroy. Next up, Timberland shirt that I've had for ages as well. So glad to get rid of this. I'm sure some of you feel the same about certain things. Timberland, this is really nice, like a kind of overshirt, jacket, maybe kind of chore style. It's got nice Timberland branding on the back, and Timberland is quite expensive in general. Went to the Timberland outlet a few weeks ago, and the stuff is, you know, that's reduced price and it's still pretty expensive. But the sell through on most Timberland is not amazing. Right, this is a brand to look out for, and I learnt this probably a couple months ago now in my research. And Sons trading coat does really well. I've sold a couple of pairs of trousers. This polo shirt, which is called Dean Polo, went for £50 plus postage. Really happy with that. I paid £4 in a charity shop, so yeah, really, really nice. The trousers I got a couple of weeks ago, because I hadn't done a video for a while, they went for £50 as well. So really good brand to look out for. That one. Next up, Carhartt. Surprisingly, this did not do too well. I don't know why. 604. This is just a standard t-shirt, graphic t-shirt, and it went for £14. There's loads of them out there. Really, I shouldn't have bought it. I think I got it from TK Maxx for quite cheap in the reduced section. So we made a bit of profit, but yeah, I've had that for too long. Next up, another brand that's good one to look out for. 1923. Okay, this is called Kent and Kerwin. You can normally recognise it by the big rose on the front, but also it says Beckham on the label. So yeah, David Beckham. This one went for £30. I paid up for this. I paid £12 because a lot of the charity shops now are pricing stuff high, as some of you well know. But yeah, we got a good amount of profit on that one, but they do go for more than that. You can get 40, depending on the style, of course. Next up, we have Folk Clothing shorts. 327, there we go. Nice pair of Folk shorts. These are linen blend, I think. Yeah, they are linen blend. They went for 29. I picked a load of these up in TK Maxx probably about 3 or 4 months ago when they had reduced. So healthy bit of profit on that. We got a Rohan fleece. Perfect time of season now for this. 1549. Right, it's like a fleece shirt, which is pretty cool. I think this is a vintage one. That went for £24.99 plus postage. Next up, Scotch and Soda jacket, 1832. Scotch and Soda's doing pretty well for me at the moment. Quite in demand from what I can see anyway. I'm selling quite a lot of it. That is a kind of blazer jacket, lightweight, really nice fit actually. That went for £20 plus postage, but probably could have pushed for a little bit more, but I'll take the offer. 1623. I think this was mine actually. I don't know why I sold this, but yeah, it was mine. Just a standard Levi's hoodie. That went for £14.25. So yeah, doesn't matter because it was mine. I don't know why I'm selling it on my business account, but there you go. Next up, we've got a Christmas jumper. Make sure you list your Christmas jumpers now if you haven't already. Wigan Warriors, of all things. Now, Wigan Warriors is a rugby league team, rugby union team, I think. Anyway, that went for £17 plus postage, and loads of people wanted that. That was really strange. I could have got more for it, to be fair. Okay, next up. All right, Orvis shirt. This is a small size. If you get small in certain brands, it doesn't do that great. Orvis, that went for £15. Some of the vintage shirts do pretty well for me. I average 20 to 25 for those. Next up, Polo Ralph Lauren. Polo Ralph Lauren. Kind of a pinstripe, pinkish one. Really nice, actually. Nice quality. £18 plus postage. I think it was a large. Yeah, so large. The XLs and XXLs and all that, they go for more money, of course. And then we have a backpack, which has just been hanging around for us, so I just listed it cheap. This is a Troop London rucksack. They do pretty well. This one had a few little marks, but yeah, that went for £12 plus postage. And there is one more order, which is Vionic loafer shoes, which I'll pop up on screen because I have them somewhere else. Yes, I have them in a bag as it was returned the previous week. So there you go, it's sold again. Yeah, Vionics do really well for me as well. If you can pick them up at a good price, they go for average 25 to 35, depending on the style, of course. Nike golf trousers, pretty standard. That went for £15 on Depop. Again, if you can get cheap enough, they're worth picking up, especially the Nike polo shirts. With obviously the logo on the sides are doing well at the moment, golf-wise. Next up, a Bowden Skirt by Moon, 1942. I just listed this, so that's gone pretty quick. Tweed Moon skirt. If you see the moon on anything, as I mentioned in previous videos, pick it up, generally does good. Filson, 1950. Again, just listed this and it has gone, so it's right here. This is the second time I've found Filson in my life, so yeah, pretty happy with that. Picked it up for £3.50. That went for 27 on Vinted. Cannot complain with that. Yeah, have a look if you can find that in anything. Doesn't matter what it is, it will go for a decent price. So yeah, happy with that one. And just to find it again is a miracle. 1943 is a kid's jacket. This is an interesting one. This didn't get the better price because it had a mark on the front, which I didn't see in the light for some reason in the shop. But that is Polan Pirate, I think that's how you pronounce it. I could be pronouncing it really badly, but they do kids clothing, and some of the kids clothing goes for crazy prices. Jackets, jumpers, things like that, they do around £20-25. This one went for 15. No, it didn't. It went for £8, sorry, on Vinted. So I just took an offer because it had a mark on the front. Next up, Tog 24 Polotech fleece. Alrighty, vintage Tog 24 Polotech fleece. That went for £20 on Vinted. Big boy, keep you warm, very nice. Next up is a Sahara top. Very lucky to even find this. 1938. Very rare that we do nowadays. So if you haven't seen the brand Sahara, this is a women's brand, and most of the clothing goes for good money, basically. This was a linen top. That went for £40 on Vinted. I think I paid £5 for it, so really happy with that one. Next up, some jeans, Diesel Busters. Diesel Buster jeans, they went for £24 on the D to the Pop. So that's good. And last but not least, I believe, is Rohan jeans 755. I've had these a while, so that's good. 755. There you go. Pair of Rohan jeans. Great to get rid of them. I wouldn't probably pick up jeans, especially women's. Again, they've been hanging around for about 6 months. So yeah, that went for £14 on Vinted. So that's all the orders, I believe. Hope you have learned something today, maybe. I've rambled on a bit, but yeah. Let me know how your guys are doing down in the comments, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.